What's up, Money Bros? Money wakes you up at 5:45 a.m., 15 minutes before your alarm, because getting money trained your brain better than motivation ever could. And money doesn't even hit snooze. Money has your body on autopilot, running the same routine for years, without questioning where it actually goes. Like money installed a software update while you were asleep, and you just accepted the terms and conditions without reading them. Money quietly whispers security every morning, even though it keeps you more stressed than your parents ever were with less financial deposits, which is absolutely wild because money was supposed to fix that, right? Money told you stability equals safety, but money never mentioned that stability would quietly drain your freedom while smiling at you in business casual. Money taught you that a good salary equals success, even though your check somehow disappears faster the more you make, like money grew legs and downloaded Uber. Here's the thing though, money loves irony. Your job lets you earn more than previous generations while feeling broker than ever, which feels illegal but somehow isn't. And here's what nobody tells you, money isn't broken. Wealth is functioning exactly as designed. And that design depends on you not asking questions about it, especially before coffee. Money doesn't trap you with chains anymore. That's too obvious. Money traps you with comfort, air conditioning, and same-day delivery. Income doesn't threaten you. It rewards you just enough to stay quiet, like saying, relax, you're fine, while literally pickpocketing you. Money gives you benefits, a steady paycheck, just enough breathing room, so you never stop to examine the actual system. Because money absolutely hates audits. And check this out. Money comes in every 2 weeks, looking all powerful and important. But then, money leaves daily in small, invisible pieces, sneaking out the back door one subscription at a time. Money never arrives and asks for permission. It leaves automatically before your brain even registers it as yours. Because money believes in ghosting. Money fragments itself so well that your mind never experiences it as a whole, which is exactly why money always feels okay, but never feels free. It disappears into rent, groceries, subscriptions, insurance, gas, utilities, convenience, all before you ever get to choose what it should actually do, because money already made plans without you. Money doesn't say decide wisely. It just quietly assigns itself to obligations like it's running a group project or you weren't invited to the planning meeting. Money leaves you with leftovers, not options. And finance knows leftovers don't argue. So wealth gives you the illusion of prosperity while stealing your ability to build actual freedom, which is just a scam with better branding. Money keeps you comfortable enough to stop asking why it isn't growing, because discomfort is terrible for customer retention. Money doesn't feel tight because it made sure you have a car, a place to sleep, and streaming subscriptions you swear you'll cancel later, but definitely won't. Money's first trick is making survival feel like success, because money knows you'll celebrate breathing. Money gives you a lifestyle, not wealth, and money desperately hopes you never learn the difference, because money hates competition. The financial world doesn't want you rich. Money wants you busy, tired, and weirdly proud of it. A career convinced you that earning was the finish line instead of the starting point, which is like stopping a race at the warm-up lap. Money trained you to chase raises instead of ownership, because money absolutely prefers renters. Money taught you to celebrate income while completely ignoring expenses, like saying, don't look down while you're on a tightrope. And here's where it gets really good. Money loves lifestyle inflation, because money knows humans upgrade faster than they save, especially after a raise and a bad day. Money watches your rent grow the exact moment your salary grows, because money literally subscribes to your success alerts. Money sees your raise as permission to increase your obligations, not your freedom. Money gives you a nicer apartment, sure, but money also gives you a bigger leash, and it calls that an upgrade. Money gives you a better car, but also a longer payment schedule, because money enjoys long-term relationships. Money rewards you emotionally while trapping you financially, which is why it feels good and stressful at the exact same time. Money convinces you that progress means upgrading instead of accumulating freedom. Because progress photographs way better on Instagram. Money reframes chains as rewards, complete with cup holders. Money calls it success, while quietly locking the door behind you. Money creates golden handcuffs that shine so bright you forget they're made of obligations. And money polishes them every single week. Money doesn't force lifestyle inflation, though. It simply presents the option and lets human psychology handle the rest. Because money understands humans way better than most humans understand money, which is exactly why money keeps winning. Money knows you'll match your spending to your income faster than you'll build any actual discipline, especially after one good month. Money loves predictability because predictable behavior is profitable, boring, and reliable. Here's what matters. Money doesn't care how much you make. Money cares how dependent you are. Money keeps your expense gap small on purpose. Because money hates breathing room. Money knows freedom lives in that gap between income and expenses, so it squeezes it tight. Money designs the entire system so that gap stays tight no matter how much you earn. Money doesn't measure wealth by salary. Money measures wealth by optionality, which money really hopes you never Google. Because money freedom isn't about earning more. Money freedom is about needing less, which sounds boring but actually works. Money can trap someone making $300,000 just as easily as someone making $30,000, just with nicer receipts. Money stress doesn't disappear with raises. Money stress just upgrades. Money anxiety wears nicer clothes at higher income levels. But money anxiety still shows up early to every meeting. Money pressure doesn't shrink, it adapts like software updates. Money keeps you stuck by increasing obligations faster than income. Because money's excellent at math, probably better than you. Money gives you promotions that feel like relief but operate like maintenance, which is just money saying, "Good job, keep going." Money lets you feel like you're winning while you're literally standing still, which is money's absolute favorite illusion. And here's the key. Money doesn't free you when income rises, money frees you when expenses fall, and money really hopes you never test that theory. Money loves when you confuse income with security, because confusion is insanely profitable. Money thrives on confusion like plants thrive on sunlight. And money dependency? Money dependency makes you controllable. It makes you risk averse. It keeps ideas locked in your head instead of invested into reality, which is way cheaper for money. Money dependency means you can't walk away. You can't negotiate. You can't pause, because money absolutely hates pauses. Money doesn't trap you with force anymore. Money traps you with necessity, which sounds polite but hits incredibly hard. Money turns your paycheck into a permission slip to exist, renewable every 2 weeks. Money keeps you one missed paycheck away from panic, and then money calls that normal. Money markets that entire situation as responsible adulthood, because money loves good branding. And here's the wildest part. Money laughs quietly while you defend the very system that's draining you, which is money multitasking at its finest. But money freedom begins with awareness. Just seeing the game changes everything. Money discipline is built with patience, not intensity. And money ownership, that's the final escape. Money freedom begins right now, not someday. Not when you make more, right now. And bro, money is listening. Here's what I do to start by tracking every dollar, so money stops leaking without your awareness. Then automate savings so money moves to you before you can spend it. Keep fixed expenses low because money freedom is built on flexibility. Avoid lifestyle upgrades after raises so extra money creates leverage instead of pressure. And by the way, my name is Bob. I'm not a finance guru like these other YouTubers, but I am someone who spends a lot of time planning, saving, investing, and doing practical things to work smarter, not harder. Hit the subscribe button if you want to grow with me on my wealth journey. Now, to start, you need to build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, so money buys peace instead of panic. Pay yourself first by treating savings like a required bill. Eliminate subscriptions that don't save time or earn money. Use high-yield savings accounts so idle money grows instead of sleeping. Invest consistently in broad index funds so money compounds without constant effort. Reinvest returns so money works harder over time. Create digital assets like ebooks, templates, or courses so money can be earned repeatedly from one effort. Build content or niche pages that generate ad or affiliate income. So money flows without trading hours. Use cashback and rewards strategically. So spending returns money to you. Learn one scalable skill that can be productized. So money isn't tied to hours. Reduce high-interest debt. So money stops flowing to lenders. Invest raises and bonuses instead of spending them. So money accelerates your timeline. Focus on assets that produce cash flow like dividends or royalties. So money arrives automatically. Keep expenses below income. So money creates an expanding gap. Use tax-advantaged accounts. So money grows faster legally. And measure progress by net worth and freedom instead of income. So money serves your life instead of controlling it.